You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Again, it's Brown. Crosses the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the 1st down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Manning with a play fake. Got a man. It's Townsend. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Might be changing the route. The give to the left. Runs through a tackle. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown.
Red 54, red 54. Q. Go!
Manning from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Flag 14, flag 14. Jet. Go!
Running the red zone, it's Simon. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody...
There he goes! Powers through. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He breaks a tackle. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Manning. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Got the quick pass. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Oh, he's got a chance. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Third and 4. Manning from the gun on third down. Finds a tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he missed it. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Let's see what he can do with the return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Throwing, Sellers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Sellers rushes on him, avoids pressure. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's Sellers to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down, and a decision coming right now. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll do it himself on the draw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, Manning. Looking for a huge play. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's McAllister. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Turning it on. Ran right. He smashes his way through again. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Throwing, Sellers. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This crowd knows when to bring it. Now here's Sellers. Stepping to the right. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Making side adjustments here. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's not what the offense was expecting, but it's perfect, right? You just want to run the ball, come out of your own end zone, create some space, boom, I'll do you better. I'll give you a first down, move that ball way down the field, create a lot of space.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the single back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Arch Madness. Makes the catch. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if he didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the handoff. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Brown. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Takes a handoff. It Smothers. Can't get him to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop.
Red 54, red 54. Booster.
Might be calling a hot route. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Sellers on the play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. Here's an interception. Oh, and they need that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense. Down 1 score. Gonna run it. It's Simon. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run to the left. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Complete.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give this guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible on that one. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
The offense changing the play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Spits it out to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Looking for room. It's Smothers. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds to running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd down, here's Brown. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in this one.
Yeah, breathing room would be great.
Maybe a crease. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And, Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This
Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The run inside. It's Lacey. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They feed him again. Here's a little room there. The 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's got more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even?
Just pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Noles headed quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the